More than greeting to everyone. I hope you are very well. Tonight, I am going to present our workshop proposal. As you know, our group is formed by Gina Alexandra Quintana Guerrero, Lina Marcela Claro Navarro, María Andrea de Belén Medina Sandoval, Jenny Andrea Pérez Ocampo, and me, Brenda Juliana Jiménez Barrero. This is our organization meeting to create the workshop in a collaborative way. So first, for the poster, we already have some parts. Let's see what we have done. Okay, well, the event will be in the platform Microsoft Teams, and we have the title, the date that it's tomorrow at 8 p.m. However, we are still looking the teacher expert. But don't worry, guys, because maybe we will find it before the event, maybe in the afternoon. And also, we have this space in color green to fill out with the information that we have to do tomorrow at the event, because I think that it's important to put here the information, because perhaps people who read the event information will be motivated to attend, right? So let's back with the template. As you can see, with the workshop, the proposed title that we choose is improving students' participation in speaking activities. Well, here, students. Yeah, students. The focus area is speaking skills and student participation in English classes. Okay. Well, in the second part, now for the context description, in this second section, we have the problem that we identify in our teaching practice in our real scenario or virtual, okay? So we choose the low student participation in speaking activities. Yeah? Yeah, it's correct. Wait, okay. The level of learners, or well, the level of the student is primary, fourth, and fifth grade with a A1 level in English. And the teaching environment is face-to-face in a real scenario, classroom with limited research, like board and worksheets. Okay? Yeah. Okay. The next one is the description of learners, that is students are between 9 and 11 years old with a basic English level, understand the simple vocabulary but feel insecure when they speak. And finally, the last one is frequency of issue observed, sorry. That is frequently in most classes, especially during speaking activities. And that's all for the first part, that was a workshop title and theme and contents and problem. Now, my dear classmate Maria Andrea, we continue with the workshop, objective and target audience. So go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Okay, now I am going to present the objectives and the target audience of our workshop. Main objectives. Objective to provide teacher with practical and easy to apply strategies that improve students' participation in speaking activities in English class, helping your learners build confidence, motivation, and oral communication skill in support and classroom environment. And 10, to share practical, right? Okay. To share, sorry,
Don't worry, that's great.
to share practical, um, strategies to pride, strategy, I, strategies to improve student participation activities. Okay. Okay. A target audience. Target audience for this workshop is English teacher in primary education, especially those who work with fourth and fifth grade, a student at level A1, and want to strengthen student participation in speaking activities. Then, okay. Primary English teacher working with 4, 5 grade students. Okay, is all. Next, my classmate Gina.
Hello everyone, I'm going to present the structure, duration, and description of the activities. Total duration 1 hour, time 8 p.m. Activity welcome and icebreaker, description, a presentation of the workshop, an activity what do you prefer? Participants choose options using emojis in the chat to activate the virtual dynamic. Responsibles Gina Quintana, Brenda Jimenez, María Andrea Medina, Lina Claro, Jenny Pérez. Now activities description. Activity 1, icebreaker. Name what will you prefer emoji version. Purpose activate immediate visual participation and participation quickly, eliminating initial tension. Instructions the facilitator presents two options on the screen. For example, A, travel to the future versus B, travel to the past. Participants don't speak, they have to react with a specific emoji or type the lyrics into the chat as quickly as possible. After 3 quick rounds, a volunteer is asked to explain their shows in a single short sentence. Activity 2, Group Task. In the task description, the talking traffic light, in small rooms, groups fill a shared list or use a group chat message with read what we should stop doing. For example, correcting grammar in the middle of a sentence. Yellow, what we can improve. For example, give more time to think. Green, a simple activity that always works. For example, describing a personal photo. Expected outcomes, a list of practical yes and no's that any teacher can apply the next day. Activity 3, discussion, feedback, guiding questions. One question, what is the most common fear that we notice in students? 2, if you could only use one 5-minute activity to get them talking, which one will you choose? 3, how can we celebrate error instead of punishing it? Group structure, open conversation. Participants are invited to open their microphone spontaneously to maintain order. The chat is used as a wiring line. Whoever wants to speak writes a clause in the chat, and the moderator gives them their turn. That's all. Now let's hear from my partner, Lina.
Good evening, my name is Lina. I will complete points 7 and 8. 7 optional expert participation. Will you invite an expert or experienced teacher? Yes. Name and role. Heider Verhel, expert will then input the expert will provide practical strategies to promote students' oral participation in English, shares real classroom experience, and offer feedback on the proposed activities. Their contribution will help participants better understand how to create a supportive environment that encourages confidence and spontaneous speech among your learners. Aid materials and resources, a list of materials needed, handouts, the tools under test, etc. Flashcards with daily routine vocabulary, visual aids, images and posters, sentence price marks, ice brains, up, or bronze, my title, or cares for guided price, role-play cards, computer and mobile device, internet connections, virtual platforms, Zoom microphones, Teams or Google Meet, a presentation slides, a PowerPoint or CAM, interactive tools, or Dular Kahoot. Thank you. Continue with Janet.
Okay, hello everyone. Good evening.
My name is Jenny Perez, and now I'm going to present the expected outcomes and following plan. Give me a second, I'm gonna share, okay. So now, first participants, what should participants leave the workshop with? So the first participants should leave the workshop with a clear understanding understanding of the importance of speaking activities in English learning. I'm going to put here confidence plus practice. Okay, so what is that? Is not only as a to practice vocabulary, but also to build confidence with the speaking, okay? So many students do not participate because they are afraid of making mistakes with the speaking. So it's important to create a safe and supportive environment. Okay, next one is they will also gain practical and easy strategies and easy to apply strategies. I'm gonna put here practical strategies to increase participation. So this one is social interactive activities, paid work, and guide speaking tasks. This is important because when activities are dynamic, students feel more motivated to participate. Okay, another is teachers are expected to feel more confident when managing speaking activities in the classroom. So the ability to create a safe speaking environment. The other is more confidence in teaching speaking. So the teachers expect to feel more confident when managing speaking activities in the classroom and encourage students to speak. So the finally is the goal is that the students become more motivated, active, and confident when speaking English. Another idea is the strategies to motivate active students participation. So this is ideas for the expect outcomes about the participation on the parts, okay? Okay, well, let's continue with regarding the following plan, okay? The 10 here. So how will you get feedback? So about that, we will get feedback through a short survey at the end of the workshop. This will help us understand what strategies were useful and what can be improved. So the short survey at the end of the workshop. And another idea is the participants' opinions and suggestions. Okay. The next question is, how will you check if the strategies were implemented later on? Okay, about that, the participants will also be asked to apply at least one strategies in their own classes because learning is more meaningful when it's applied in real classroom contexts. So as for 1 or 2 weeks, they can share the experience or results which will help them reflect or the teaching practice. So I'm gonna put here the apply at least one strategy in class
The another is share experience. Ask for 1 and 2 weeks. And reflection on results. Okay, and finally we have this. Plan to share workshop materials or summary, yes or no? Okay, yes, we're gonna do, we will share the workshop materials through email or Google Drive, okay? Or another digital platform so the participants can review the information and use it in their classroom. So in conclusion, these workshops provide useful strategies for improve students' participation in speaking activities and promote reflection and improvement in teaching practice. Okay, thank you so much for all your attention and participation in this workshop. We hope this workshop was useful for you. So that's all. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.